Morning friend, today we are going to study 12th Science Physics chapter Oscillation. In this chapter we study the topic simple pendulum, angular SHM and angle and magnet vibrating in uniform magnetic field. First, simple pendulum. The definition of simple pendulum is given here. An ideal simple pendulum is a heavy particle suspended by a massless inextensible flexible string from a rigid support. A practical simple pendulum is a small heavy sphere suspended by a light and inextensible string from a rigid support. Here one diagram is given. A simple pendulum is idealized model consists of point mass suspended by an inextensible string of length, fixed. When pulled to one side of its equilibrium position A to the position B through a small angle theta and released, it starts oscillating to and fro over the small distance. Here one diagram is given. In this diagram, m is mass of sphere which is called as bob. M is mass of bob and T dash is tension in this string. The pendulum remains in equilibrium position. This OA is equilibrium position with the center of gravity of the bob. If the pendulum is displaced through a small angle theta and released, it begins to oscillate on either side of equilibrium position or mean position, that is, it oscillates from B point to C point and again to B point. That means this bob performs SHM about the mean position for small angular amplitude theta. In the displaced position, that means at extreme position, two forces are acting on the bob. First one, that is force T dash due to tension in the string directed along the string towards the support, and second one, the weight mg in vertically downward direction. At extreme position, there should not be any net force along the string. The component mg can only balance the force due to the tension. Thus, weight mg is resolved into two components. First one, the component mg cos theta along the string which is balanced by the tension T dash. Second, the component mg sin theta perpendicular to the string is the restoring force acting on mass m tending to return it to the equilibrium position. That is, mg sin theta is used as restoring force which return the bob to the equilibrium position. Therefore, here restoring force, here mg sin theta act as restoring force. Therefore, restoring force is equal to minus mg sin theta. Here theta is very small. So in radian we can write sin theta is equal to theta. That means sin theta is nearly equal to theta. Therefore, above equation F is equal to minus mg into theta. From diagram we get that the small angle theta is equal to x upon this L. Therefore, this force is equal to minus mg x divided by L. Here m, g and L are constant. Therefore, F is directly proportional to minus x. Thus, for small displacement, the restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement and oppositely directed. That means negative sign indicate that force and displacement are in opposite direction. The period t of oscillation of pendulum can be given as T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Therefore, T is equal to 2 pi by square root of acceleration per unit displacement. That is, omega is equal to acceleration per unit displacement. Therefore, from above equation, F is equal to minus mgx divided by L. We know that second law of motion is given that F is equal to mass into acceleration. Therefore, here ma is equal to minus mgx divided by L. Here m is mass of bob, which is on both side of equal to sign, which therefore m get cancel. A is equal to minus g x divided by L. Therefore, from above equation we get that A divided by x, that is acceleration per unit displacement, is equal to minus g divided by L, which is magnitude, where magnitude of this is g divided by L. Substituting this value of acceleration per unit displacement in above equation, we get that T is equal to 2 pi under root L divided by under root G. While deriving the expression of period, the following assumptions are made. First, the amplitude of oscillation is very small. Second, the length of string is large. Length must be large. Third, during oscillation, the bob moves along a single vertical plane. From above equation of period, we conclude the following for simple pendulum. Here the equation of period is equal to 2 pi under root L divided by under root G. That means period of oscillation is only depends upon length of pendulum and acceleration due to gravity G. Therefore, the conclusion is, first one, a period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to square root of its length. Second one, the period of simple pendulum is inversely proportional to the square root of acceleration due to gravity. Third one, the period of simple pendulum does not depend on its mass. And fourth one, the period of simple pendulum does not depend on its amplitude. That means equation of period of simple pendulum does not depend upon mass and amplitude. These conclusions are also called law of simple pendulum. Next one, second pendulum. The definition is, a simple pendulum whose period is 2 seconds is called second pendulum. That means period of simple pendulum is 2 seconds. That simple pendulum is called as second pendulum. Therefore, here one diagram is given. Period T is equal to 2 pi under root L divided by G. For a second pendulum, period T is equal to 2 seconds. Therefore, this equation becomes 2 is equal to 2 pi under root Ls divided by G, where Ls is length of second pendulum having period T is equal to 2s. Therefore, from above equation, Ls is equal to G divided by pi square. Experimentally, if Ls is known, if we know the value of Ls, it can be used to determine acceleration due to gravity G at that place. Our next point is angular SHF and its differential equation. Here, a metallic disc is attached centrally to a thin wire hanging from a rigid support. If this disc is slightly twisted about the axis along the wire and release, it performs rotational motion partly in clockwise and in anti-clockwise sense. Such oscillations are called angular oscillation or torsional oscillation. This motion is given by the restoring torque in the wire. That means in this wire, in this string, the restoring torque is formed, and this restoring torque is always opposite to the angular displacement. Here angular displacement is theta, and its magnitude is proportional to angular displacement. The magnitude of restoring torque is directly proportional to angular displacement. Therefore, here restoring torque equation is given that tau is directly proportional to theta. That means tau is equal to minus k theta, where k is torsional constant of wire. Due to Newton's second law, tau is equal to I d2 theta by dt square, where I is moment of inertia. Therefore, this equation become, that means comparing these two equation of torque, we get I d2 theta by dt square is equal to minus k theta. From this we get the equation d2 theta by dt square plus omega square theta, which is equal to 0. This is the differential equation for angular SHM. Therefore, the definition of angular SHM is defined as the oscillatory motion of a body in which the torque for angular acceleration is directly proportional to the angular displacement, and its direction is opposite to that of angular displacement. The time period t of angular SHM is given by t is equal to 2 pi by omega, where value of omega is angular acceleration per unit angular displacement. Therefore, period t is equal to 2 pi by in square root angular acceleration per unit angular displacement. Next, magnet vibrating in uniform magnetic field. If a bar magnet is freely suspended in a plane of a uniform magnetic field, it remains in equilibrium with its axis parallel to the direction of field. Here the diagram is given. If it is given a small angular displacement theta through its center perpendicular to itself and release, it perform angular oscillations given in this figure. Next figure. Let M is magnetic dipole moment and B is magnetic field. In the deflected position, a restoring torque act on the magnet is given by magnitude of this torque is given by tau is equal to minus mb sin theta. The negative sign indicate that restoring torque oppose the angular displacement of the bar magnet. If theta is very small, then sin theta is nearly equal to theta. Therefore, the equation of torque is tau is equal to minus mb into theta. But torque is equal to moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Therefore, tau is equal to I into alpha, where I is moment of inertia and alpha is angular acceleration. Therefore, tau alpha is equal to minus mb theta, where alpha is equal to mb minus mb divided by I into theta. As mb divided by I is constant, therefore alpha is directly proportional to minus theta. That means angular acceleration is directly proportional to angular displacement and directed opposite to the angular displacement. Hence, magnet perform angular SHM. For the magnet performing angular SHM, the equation is alpha divided by theta, which is equal to mb divided by I. The period of SHM is equal to T is equal to 2 pi under root 2 pi divided by under root angular acceleration per unit angular displacement. That means above equation is given that alpha divided by theta is angular acceleration per unit angular displacement. Therefore, T is equal to 2 pi by square root of mb divided by I. Solving this equation, we get T is equal to 2 pi under root I divided by mb. This is the period of oscillation of magnet vibrating in uniform magnetic field.